Okay, Leo, sorry about that. Yeah, it just seems like every time I get a phone call, my phone cuts out, which sucks. But anyways, I'm delving more into this past lives with Roman numeral 18, which come to the conclusion that 18 is the number 8 in itself is a divine symbol of eternity. And also because this is happening in the month of August, which is the number 8 too. This is going to be a major life transformation for you, where if you meditate deeply into your silence, which will happen in March, you will eventually grow into this spiritual enlightenment where you'll be able to tap into your past lives in the month of August. So think about it this way. The child can become conscious only if in his past life he has meditated enough, has created enough meditative energy to fight with the darkness that death brings. One simply is lost in oblivion and then suddenly finds a new womb and forgets completely about the old body. There is a discontinuity, and this darkness, this unconsciousness creates the discontinuity. The East has been working hard to penetrate these barriers, and 10,000 years' work has not been in vain. Everybody can penetrate to the past life or many past lives, but for that, you have to go deeper into your meditation for 2 reasons. Unless you go deeper, you cannot find the door to another life. Secondly, you have to go deeper in meditation because if you find the door of another life, and this is what I mean by Pandora's box, if you open up this channel, a whole flood of events will come into your mind and you'll start remembering all your past lives and what happened to you. And it's hard enough even to carry this one life. So imagine how it'll be liberating, yes, to know the truth, but sometimes to know more is more draining. So this may be a very draining time for you, just to let you know, because it's not that way for everybody, but for me it was. When I was able to channel into my past lives, it was exhausting. Like, I was tired. It's because most of your channeling happens when you're sleeping, but you can also do it when you're in a deep state of meditation. So there's that. Then your soul family, the soul inner spiritual purpose, the reason why you were chosen at this time to look into all your past lives is because you're going to have to rebel. You are the rebel in the month of November. You are the rebel. You're going to need to do this in order to change, for change to happen. See, people are afraid. Leo, they're very much afraid of those who know themselves. They have a certain power, a certain aura, and a certain magnetism, a charisma that can take out alive young people from the traditional imprisonment. The enlightened man cannot be enslaved. That is the difficulty, and he cannot be imprisoned. Every genius who has known something of the inner is bound to be a little difficult to be absorbed. He is going to be an upsetting force. The masses don't want to be disturbed, even though they may be in misery. They are in misery, but they are accustomed to their misery, and anybody who is not miserable looks like a stranger. The enlightened man is the greatest stranger in the world. He does not seem to belong to anybody. No organization confines him. No community, no society, no nation. So, I believe you're going through this transition because you're going to have to rebel and make a major life choice by the time November comes around. So let's clarify past lives for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the month of August 2018. Past lives, 18, Roman numeral. Well, whatever this channeling, it's going to make you prosperous. So Archangel Ariel says, Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So, Leo, prosperity can come in many forms. It can come in the form of money. It can come in the form of material things, material gain like a house or a job or a car. It could also come in the form of enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, being wiser, being more loved. And that is the reason why you need to go through this process to figure out, look at, maybe in a lot of past lives you haven't had prosperity at all. In order for you to get prosperity, you have to learn the lessons, that the choices that you made in your past lives and what brought you to that point and why you haven't been prosperous. I think that's the whole reason why you must delve into your past lives, because it's almost like you feel, I want to say, hexed. Maybe you feel like somebody hexed you. But if you can delve into your past lives, you can find out the truth, if that's even true or not. I'm not saying that you are hexed, but I'm saying if there is any possibility of that has happened to you, you will find out when you delve into it, your past lives in the month of August. You will find out the truth. But you will be prosperous once you find out the truth, and the truth is going to set you free. So I'm going to go ahead and ground that energy of prosperity for you in the month of August in the past lives. I'm going to ground that energy with this moonstone, because it is by you looking into your past lives, it is going into the darkness. It is going into your shadow side. And the shadow side is controlled by the moon. So make sure you cleanse yourself really good, because it's not something to take lightly. So this rebel, who is this rebel for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the month of November 2018? Roman numeral 4. Well, your soul inner spiritual purpose is telling you that you must form crystal clear intentions of what this rebellion is going to entail. So Archangel Michael says, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So why are you rebelling in the month of November? Be clear about your intentions. Be clear about what it is you desire. What kind of outcome are you desiring? Be clear about that, Leo. And then focus upon it and act upon it with unwavering faith. By you establishing your convictions of being the rebel here, people will listen and follow you if you are clear about what it is that you're trying to accomplish. What is it? Be clear about that with Archangel Michael. I'm going to ground that energy with my crystal clear quartz. Right here. Okay, so then in September, you got another life lesson. Geez, you're going through humongous spiritual awakening. You got 5, nothingness. And as you can see, there is nothing on this card. It's just nothingness. And then marrying you in the month of December with your soul family and the soul inner purpose is to be able to turn in and meditate. You are definitely being enlightened this year. I could tell you that much. You have the 3, the 4, and the 5 of emotions. You have a lot of water in your chart, which tells me that you're doing a lot of self-work on yourself. This is a self mission for you, Leo. You have the 5, nothingness. Now, with this card, I know it seems like, oh, so basically nothing's going to happen to me in September. No. That's not exactly what it's saying. Yes, you're going to take a break. Remember how I said that this past lives, that this is draining? Well, you're going to need to regenerate in the month of September because you're going to be drained from this process of working on yourself. You're going to need to take a break. But this break is not like, okay, my life is going nowhere. No. This is, yes, you're in between phase. You're in the gap. I can understand it could be disorientating and even scary at times being by yourself, but remember that you need this time to replenish your energy and your source in your power. Okay? So I'm going to just show you the card anyways. So being in the gap can be disorientating and even scary, but nothing to hold on to, no sense of direction, not even a hint of what choices and possibilities might be ahead. But it was just this state of pure potential that existed before the universe was created. All you can do now is to relax into this nothingness, fall into this silence between the words. Watch this gap between the outgoing and the incoming breath. And treasure each empty moment of the experience. Guess what, Leo? Something sacred is about to be born in the month of September. In this nothingness. It's like, okay, I've done all my inner work and I'm ready to move forward, but I have no idea where I'm going. And then boom, all of a sudden this big thing drops in your lap and you have everything. But it's sacred. And the reason why is because you're learning how to work on yourself. You're learning to become stronger. You're learning to take back your power. You're learning all this stuff right now. You're learning that we are all connected. We are the world. That is your energy, your main energy for this reading, for this year. So you're going to be turning in. And you're going to master this throughout the year, this meditative state of meditation. Meditation is the key to your freedom. Meditation is going to be the key to your freedom. So, looking at this card, you see the woman in the image? You see that? The woman in this image has a faint smile on her face. In fact, she's just watching the antics of the mind. She's not judging or not trying to stop them. Not identified, just watching as if they were traffic on the road or ripples on the surface of a pond. And the antics of the mind are slightly amusing as it jumps up and down and twists this way and that, trying to get our attention and seduce you into the game. Now this is going to be a major power. You're going to learn this skill this year of turning in. This is going to be one of your gifts because you have not mastered this, and you have not been able to master this your whole life until now. To develop the knack of taking a distance from the mind is one of the greatest blessings. It is what meditation is all about, really. Not chanting a mantra or repeating an affirmation, but just watching, as if the mind belongs to somebody else. You are ready to take this distance now, and to watch the show without getting caught up in the drama. Indulge yourself in the simple freedom of turning in whenever you can, and the knack of meditation will grow and deepen in you. So this could also work in life when you have a lot of people, a lot of noise around you, you can't get alone time. There is a way you can tune it all out and turn in. Tuning out the things, the negative influences in your life and turning in, and just watch it like it's happening to somebody else and not you. Detach yourself, disassociate yourself from what's really happening, and be at peace in your mind. Because a lot of the times, I know, Leo, you get caught up in the game. You get seduced into the game of people trying to take your power, get over on you, get control of you. You don't need to fall into that trap anymore. You know yourself now. You've learned a lot of lessons. You have 3. You have 4. You have 5. 3, 4, and 5. These 3 major life lessons all intertwined. Then you have 18, 17, 18. You have more major arcana cards than any other sign so far that I've done a spread for. You are learning some major life lessons. You're doing a lot of self-evaluation. You're doing awesome.